Hello from Fairshare. We support around 150 clients for their static websites. So for most of those websites, we use WordPress, and WordPress is really flexible. Like because every client like wants to have a different website layout, colors, and many things like that. So what happens is that like if the team knows WordPress well, like in our case, then they can deliver the website the way they want, the client wants. So that way WordPress is very flexible. But then of course, like the flexibility and those kind of things that comes with a time and cost. So if you want flexibility, then our team has to spend more time. WordPress is simple when you want to develop a simple website, but when it comes to like a complex layout and complex type of a website, then it requires time actually, right? So what happens is that the like some of the clients, they simply cannot afford to have like a that kind of a payment. So what they do is they request us that why don't you just make it like a really simple website, but it should be decent. It should not be like a like kind of a throwaway type of website, something which with a decent layout, with a standard features, and they are okay to maintain it on their site, in the sense that they will create their own blogs, they will create like their own update their own information. So see, for WordPress, right, that is not possible actually. Like whatever clients say, but we have done that already, been there, and it's not possible because the builders like Elementor and like Divi, like they are fantastic in terms of features, but they are complex actually. They are complex, right? So then what we decided is that why not build like our own micro content management system. So it may not have all the features as WordPress, it may not be all that flexible, but then it serves the purpose. And then another thing that we decided is that like we will go with SEO first, like in our mind. So we'll build something, but SEO will be like right from the beginning, it will be our center point. So that way, like we came out with our own content management system, and I'll show you like for example, this website is made from using that content management system. But if you really look at it, then you will notice that, like for example, the contact numbers right above navbar, they are like superb. We have got like place for logo, we have got like navbar menu items, various menu items, and you'll see here that, like for example, testimonials and FAQ, right? So these are something that client has decided that it should show up here. Okay, then there is a search facility, then there is a hero section with a call to action, then there are like multiple sections here. Okay, so you can see that there are testimonials. Then like here you'll see that this blog like kind of shows image as one of the blog images, but here it's a YouTube video. Okay, then if you go down a further bit, then there is a FAQ section. That's what normally people want. You can have a section about company information, and then there is this great footer, right? Then again, if you go to, for example, sitemap, right, you can search here as well, like the whole thing is available. And then of course the sitemap.xml is also available. Okay, sitemap.xml is also available. Okay, this is for the from the SEO point of view. Then there is another about me section where you can choose what you would like to show here. So as you can see, we are covering most of the things that a client wants, right, including the payment options and everything, right? So here, like we first explained you why we are making our own CMS. Then you can also see exactly what we have built here. But then how will the client like update all this information to make sure that the site looks like this, and what kind of flexibility does the client have, right? So that is why I'm gonna cover in this particular section. So here, if you go to the bottom part, then hover a little bit, and then you'll see the login here. Click on the login button, then use the ID and password that was provided to you by Fairshare, right? Then the first thing here is what we call it as like the content or the stories, right? So stories are nothing like nothing other than the blogs that we are talking about. So every blog has like certain attributes. Like for example, if I go to about me, then it has got the title, it has got meta description. As I said, you want to start thinking from the point of view of SEO right from the beginning. Then you have the actual contents, You can enter the keywords here. You can also have external link here that I'll explain later. You can also have YouTube link. I'll explain that later. And you can have the image for that particular blog, right? This particular section is very interesting. um, Include this content in the following sections, that also I'll explain. So if you go down, right, then you can have a facility to make certain block public only after certain time when you're ready, right? Then also you can decide how the blog is shown, like as a story. So for example, right, let's start with this one. I will go to incognito mode, right? Here our same website. Yeah, if you go to say about us, no, not about us, home. Okay, home. Then if I open, let's say, one of the testimonials, yeah, so you'll see that the image is above the text, right, for this testimonial. Okay, so now let me go to manage. Okay, this is same testimonial. I clicked on edit, right? It is text below image. So if I say text is right, and then if I click on update content, then again go back, and if I open this, then you'll see that the layout has changed, right? So this kind of flexibility is provided by our micro CMS. Okay, then like let me edit this again, right? If you see, it says that include the content in the following sections. So it says that you can include it in the testimonials, right? So if I go to the home page again, right, or testimonials here, you'll see that in testimonials his blog is included. But if I go back here, if I take this out, it's possible that it doesn't belong to any of the blog, doesn't belong to any of the sections, but it could of course belong to like some other section, right? So I updated the content. If I go back here, reload the page, it is gone, right? And then it will be included somewhere else in some other section. The one that we chose, I forgot which one it was. So not here. Yeah, it was in Python project case studies. Of course, that is not what I want. So I'm going to roll back. Okay, here, and then testimonials, update content. Okay, if I go, as you can see, right, it's pretty fast. Yeah, pretty fast, right? So if I go to testimonials, then yeah, his name is there, right? So this kind of flexibility is provided by the CMS, right? Now again, if I go to about a section in the section in the incognito mode, then you see that the about me is included, bias is included, and there is one more case study that is included, company information is included. So how is this flexibility provided? So if I go to profile and I go to about a section, then you can see that these are exactly the three stories that we have asked, like the fair CMS to include, right? So if I get rid of any one of these like this, if I just keep like two stories here, right, and then if I click on save, go back here. So right now, as you can see, this is this is the third story, right? About me, bias, and this categorize the files, right? If I reload the page, okay, then directly wires and then the company information and everything, right? So it is gone. So that kind of flexibility is provided, but I want to add it back. Yeah, so file, categories file automatically, and then save, right? If I go back here, re-upload, this is back now. Again, same thing, like if you go back here again, about a section, so you can choose if you want to show the payment info, if you want to show the Google map, and things like that. But let's go through the whole part. So if I go to upload photos, then you'll see that there is a profile picture, there is a logo, there is a fav icon, there is a OG image. Again, these are very useful, that type of things, yeah. So if I go to personal details, right, then you'll see that there is you can provide the name of the homepage title and all that, your contact information, address. So like this address and everything is quite useful for for SEO purpose, local SEO purpose. Okay, then again, contact information, you can have company information here. Okay, so social media sections, so all these sections that we are mentioning it here, they will go back and show up as these are the social media sections that show up. So right now, like for example, I did not provide Twitter, so Twitter icon did not show up here, right? So you can choose whatever you would like to show here. Okay, then again, there is one big function that we have available, which is a, appointment booking function. This appointment booking function is very useful, especially for doctors actually. So we have a site that that covers that. Let me go to the same site which is developed using like our like if you click on book appointment, then you'll see that there are facilities available. You can go here and you can literally choose which day, which time, and all this time and all everything is decided by the doctor himself, based on the facility and the time available. So that is another big, probably something that, yeah, I'll show it in another video. Okay, then payment option. So if you want to show payment option, then you can enter whatever you would like to have. So you can have multiple payment links. Then again, the hero section is very important. So if you want to show the banner, you can change the banner here. You can change the tag of the main line. If you, so for example, Python classes in Pune are conducted by, right? So if I go to home, so this is what comes as the first section, first title tag. Then this is as the subtitle tag, right? Learning from teachers, right? Learning from teachers. Then call to action is very important, right? So here I can choose whatsapp whatsapp us, and then call us, and the corresponding link here. Yeah. So then about the section you already saw. Okay, then advanced options, yeah. So these are also very important actually, like like we show our contributors list, like the people who helped developing this, especially the interns. Then whether to show the large footer or not. Then the disclaimer, if you have to provide, like for example in the case of doctors portal, like we need to show like disclaimer here, right? So what is the going to be the disclaimer and the corresponding link. Like for example, if you see here, if I click here, then it takes to the disclaimer link, right? So here in Python classes we haven't really thought of disclaimer yet, but yeah, you can provide that. Then we also have integration with Mailchimp, right? So if I enable this and then provide Mailchimp related API keys, then we can, right from here you can have a subscription list. For example, like if I enable this and save. So right now if I go here, you don't see any subscription or something right here, right? But if I upload, then you'll see that, sorry, refresh the site, then you'll see the subscribe button here. Okay, so I'm going to take it out because this particular client is not interested in having the subscribe on or Mailchimp on. Okay, so I'm going to disable this. Okay, the same way with for FAQ. Yeah, this pop-up is also very interesting actually, right? So let me first save this. Okay, then reload. Yeah, FAQ section, right? So you have seen the FAQ section. You can add your own FAQ section by managing the FAQs. So you can enter as many FAQs you would like, and then you can have those listed in the FAQ section. But again, this is optional actually, right? So if the client doesn't want FAQ to be there, then it won't be there, right? Okay, let me go down. Yeah, the pop-up is like a very nice section. Let me enable that. Okay, save. If I go here, okay, go to the top. If I click on home, yeah, the pop-up shows up. Now, the interesting part about this pop-up is that you can choose which story you would like to show as pop-up, right? So again, go to advanced section, and then you can see that here I can choose which story I would like to show up as a pop-up. Okay, so let me shut that off right now. Then you can enable the breadcrumbs, right? So if I close this, if I go to say uh, read more, then you see that the breadcrumbs are also available if you choose to. Uh, then the other things like Google Analytics, like all that, which are very important to kind of analyze the traffic and like the your audience behavior and things like that, right? So all that is like very well thought of, and like it is already there for you to manage. Like there are quite a few things, like I can keep on explaining. Like for example, like the content types, right? If I go to content types, then especially I will go to testimonials. Yeah, so if I edit testimonial, then you can see, as we said, right, that that a blog belongs to a content type, right? We chose like one of these four content types, right? So but what are the attributes of content type which are really important, right? So as you can see, there is a sequence number here, and there is also quite a few display options actually. Like for example, at the top, If I go to incognito, I see testimonials here. But if I don't want to show it as the one of the menu items, I just need to take it out, update the contents. If I go here and re-upload, the testimonials is gone. But of course, in this case, I want it at the top, like in the menu section. So I'm going to choose it again, update the contents. If I go back here, reload, the testimonial is back here, right? So, so it is quite flexible. There are quite a few things that, yeah, sorry, I forgot to show you about the sequence number. So this sequence number, right? If I go here, go back to home, okay. So the first content type is Python courses in Python courses levels, okay, and the second content type is the section is the testimonial section. So I can, so as you can see, because this is sequence number is 2, it is showing up as sequence number 2 on the home page. Okay, so I think I covered quite a few things just now. So I'll take a pause here, then I'll take some questions like in the YouTube section comments and all, and then like I'll answer, and I'll also make like subsequent videos like based on that. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.